Good evening. It is my pleasure to welcome you to 5 for Ellie, a virtual fundraising event for the Ellie Fund. Ellie Fund is a unique Massachusetts nonprofit that supports people who are in treatment for breast cancer. A breast cancer diagnosis is mentally and physically stressful, not only for the individual, but for their entire family. It can also be financially devastating. Patients may need to take a leave from work, savings accounts can be drained, all while they're supposed to be focused on their treatment. So during these uncertain times, the stress is compounded as patients have to attend treatments alone, face additional exposure potentially to COVID-19, and many have had, or their spouses have had, incomes reduced or lost altogether. Ellie Fund creates a community for breast cancer patients. This organization provides financial support such as grocery gift cards, covers the cost of transportation to and from treatment, provides some light housekeeping, and helps cover the cost of daycare, camp, and after-school programs to help families retain a sense of normalcy. Ellie Fund provides funding for integrative therapies like oncology, massages, and acupuncture. Unfortunately, in our current environment, because of impacts of COVID-19, Ellie Fund's work is more important than ever. Not only are the economic impacts being felt additionally hard by cancer patients' families, they are at high risk for contracting the virus itself. It is so important that cancer patients have a community supporting them through this difficult and unprecedented time. It is my pleasure tonight to be part of Ellie Fund's virtual fundraiser, which will highlight patients, sponsors, and longtime partner WCVB Channel 5. Help Ellie Fund in its mission to spread hope by staying tuned and seeing inspiring stories of its community. Now, I'd like to turn this over to the women of WCVB.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ashton. You're the best. It is my honor once again to be part of 5 for Ellie. I've been part of this event for so many years, and it really is one of my favorite fundraisers. Typically, 5 for Ellie is built around a fashion show, and my fellow reporters and anchors at WCVB, along with Ellie Fund patients, are models of the latest styles. It is a fun, fast-paced event that is the perfect girls and guys night out. Most importantly, it brings in critical funding for the Ellie Fund, which relies 100% on philanthropy to serve its vulnerable patients. I'd like to take a minute and show you some of our favorite highlights from years past. This year, because of social distancing, we're unfortunately not able to host the event in person or even do a fashion show in the studio, but Ellie Fund's need for continued funding is stronger than ever. That makes your support of tonight's virtual 5 for Ellie event so vital. You can donate by using the information on the screen right from your phone. And next, I'd like to introduce Ellie Fund's board member and former patient, Thonda Fields Brassard.
Good evening, and thank you for being a part of our virtual 5 for Ellie event. As a former breast cancer patient and now Ellie Fund board member, I can personally attest to how critical Ellie Fund services are during breast cancer treatment. The Ellie Fund provides its patients with support which takes many forms, including transportation to appointments, childcare, and meals. But the Ellie Fund also gives its patients emotional support. The Ellie Fund is a community for breast cancer patients where they can get help, feel supported, and know that they are not alone in their fight against breast cancer. As many patients' financial circumstances tighten because of the economic pressures of COVID-19, the Ellie Fund services are more important than ever before. The nonprofit sector is facing unprecedented shortfalls in donations because of the current pandemic, but the Ellie Fund cannot shrink in the face of the expanded need that we see today. This is why we have established an Ellie Fund Now campaign with a goal of raising $500,000 to use for patient services. Ellie Fund Now will fill the operational gap we are experiencing between the cancellation of important fundraising events and an increased demand in services. Tonight, I welcome you to the Ellie Fund community and ask you to help us take care of those who are suffering from breast cancer. Please donate to Ellie Fund Now. Your donation will not only help the Ellie Fund provide services to breast cancer patients, but it will help spread some much-needed love and hope during these unprecedented times. Next, it is my privilege to introduce a musical performance by the talented musician, Boston College professor, and former Ellie Fund patient, Emily Murphy. Emily wrote this song about her breast cancer journey and has dedicated it to those facing a challenge and needing some hope.
That was a beautiful performance. Thank you so much, Emily. People support the Ellie Fund for many different and often personal reasons. Some are former patients like Emily. Others connect naturally to its mission to support breast cancer patients. I support the Ellie Fund because of that reason. Every year, 7,000 individuals are diagnosed with breast cancer throughout Massachusetts. In any given month, the Ellie Fund is providing services to more than 200 patients. And in 25 years, they have never turned a patient away. With the difficult economy and uncertainty in the months ahead, patients will continue to turn to Ellie Fund for its services. You can support the Ellie Fund right now by making a donation from your phone or your computer by using the information on the screen. Next, I'd like you to meet some of the amazing patients who your support is directly helping as they receive treatment for breast cancer.
Hello, my name is Nicole Flood. I'm 36 years old. I'm a wife, a mother, and a registered nurse. On December 6th of 2019, my life would change in an instant. I received the call that I had stage 2 triple positive breast cancer. I was in disbelief. I had no family history, and I I just didn't know if they had the right person. I was also 29 weeks pregnant with our son, with a 2-year-old at home. But the reality of the situation soon set in as we met with an oncologist, breast surgeon, and countless other professionals to outline my next course of treatment. Only 2 weeks later, I was scheduled to have a mastectomy with my son still in my belly. He would then be induced a month early so I could start an intense regimen of chemotherapy. I was completely overwhelmed. My husband and I took one day at a time through these early days. Our friends, family, and community rallied behind us and kept us going with their unbelievable support and generosity. We then learned of the Ellie Fund through our amazing social worker at MGH West Cancer Center. We were asked how or what would help us the most during this time. I knew that we would need nighttime help with the new baby, so I could get the rest that I needed during the first couple of months of typical newborn sleepless nights. Without hesitation, the Ellie Fund stepped in and provided the most generous support to offset the costs of getting a nighttime nurse. They also provided grocery gift cards, heartfelt check-ins, and flowers. The rest that my husband and I have been able to get thanks to the Ellie Fund has been priceless. It's kept my immune system strong as I continue with chemo, has allowed my husband to stay sharp and strong and energized with work, and maintained our spirits with a good night's sleep so we can enjoy our family and focus on the fight. Our son was born healthy and strong, and our toddler has embraced her big sister role with so much love and adoration. If I could describe the Ellie Fund in 3 words, it would be generous, compassionate, and impactful. By supporting this amazing organization, you have directly and positively impacted families just like ours when we were at our lowest and most vulnerable point. From the bottom of my heart, I can't thank you enough, and I look forward to the day when I can say thank you in person and start paying it forward. I want to end on a quote by Stuart Scott that has resonated with me since I first read it. You beat cancer by how you live, why you live, and the manner in which you live. Kindness is infectious, and the world needs more kind people in it, just like all of you. With the deepest gratitude, thank you, the Flood family.
Hi, my name is Nancy and I'm from Boston. I would like to thank Ellie Fund for the help that we received last year when I had my chemo and radiation. Wow, it's been a year. I have my curly hair now. Actually, we receive grocery gift cards and nutritious meals that really help us a lot during my chemo and radiation because every day we have to go to the hospital, and my husband was working at that time too, so it was such a great help for us having that nutritious meals. And I would like to thank the volunteers who delivered the food here, and of course our supporters. May you continue helping Ellie Fund because you are really making a great impact to a cancer patient like me. Thank you so much, and I would like to be a volunteer also someday. Thanks, bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Abby Porosky. I'm a 2-time beneficiary of the Ellie Fund's generosity. The first time was back in 2017 when I was diagnosed with stage 1 breast cancer at the age of 37. The second time was more recently, about a year ago, when I was diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. Both times I received gift cards for gas and groceries from the Ellie Fund, and I can't even begin to tell you how much of a difference that made in my world. When you go through cancer once, it's financially devastating, but when you have to go through cancer twice, it's absolutely financially crippling. So I'm so grateful for the support of the Ellie Fund and all of your generous donors. Thank you very much.
Hi there, my name is Jane Moran, and at age 51, I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer, a diagnosis that was overwhelming mentally, physically, and financially. In a short period of time, I had thousands and thousands of dollars in medical bills that I wasn't prepared to get. In speaking with one of my infusion nurses at Dana-Farber, she told me that I should look into receiving help from the Ellie Fund. When I went online, I found that the application was very straightforward and easy. I filled it out and was able to choose the services that would help me and my family. And before I knew it, I received an envelope that contained hundreds of dollars of grocery and gas gift cards. I can't even tell you how appreciative I was to not have to worry about, paying for groceries and, gas, to and from Dana-Farber. The help and support that I received from the Ellie Fund was just tremendous, and I can't thank them enough, and I can't thank the sponsors and donors enough. Thank you for helping patients like myself who are going through a horrible financial time, allowing us to focus on our health and a little less on, the money problems that we're having. Thank you, and please continue to support the Ellie Fund.
Those are powerful and inspirational stories. The COVID-19 pandemic is compounding the unique challenges breast cancer patients face. With the additional financial pressures for families because of the economy, hospitals' no visitor policies, and the need for social distancing, breast cancer patients are more stressed and isolated than ever before. Ellie Fund is able to address those stressors and help patients focus on their treatment and health. Your donations make a direct impact on the lives of breast cancer patients in Massachusetts. Please consider making a gift tonight by texting Ellie Fund now to 243-725 or visiting elliefund.org. Your donation is more important than ever before. I support the Ellie Fund because it represents sisterhood and hope that there are better days to come. Next, I'd like to introduce you to 5 for Ellie supporters who made this virtual event possible.
Hi, my name is Scott Clifford, Board Chair of the Ellie Fund and partner at the law offices of Lipsey & Clifford. We support the Ellie Fund because we see the direct impact, both financially and emotionally, that the Ellie Fund and its staff have on families across Massachusetts who are battling breast cancer on a daily basis. During my tenure, it has been my primary goal to bring Ellie Fund services to more people in treatment for breast cancer throughout Massachusetts. Thank you to everyone who has given to support our work and help lessen the burden on thousands of patients over the years. Please consider making a donation to our Ellie Fund Now campaign as we help patients who are facing the compounded stress of breast cancer treatment and a worldwide pandemic. Finally, we would just like to say a special thank you to all of the healthcare workers who are on the front lines each and every day, regardless of whether or not there is a pandemic.
Hi everyone, I'm Justin Devaney from Devaney Energy in Newton, and this is my daughter Avery. Since 2013, we have been proud to call the Ellie Fund our partner, and with their help, we founded our Pink Truck program, where a portion of the proceeds for every gallon of heating oil delivered is donated to the Ellie Fund. And without doubt, no matter what town we're in, a warm welcome is received, with honks, thumbs up, and thank yous. Devaney Energy supports the Ellie Fund because of their unwavering commitment to the community and the services they provide to so many families in need. To everyone at the Ellie Fund, and to all the families you support, thank you. You are an inspiration to all of us. Say thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Thank you for your support for the Ellie Fund. More than ever, our patients with breast cancer need your support during this very challenging time. As a breast oncologist in Massachusetts, I'm grateful to the Ellie Fund for providing essential services to my patients with breast cancer so they can focus on what's truly important: family, recovery, and healing. I'm grateful to the Ellie Fund since at a time when a patient cannot bring a friend or family member to an appointment with her due to restrictions caused by this pandemic, the Ellie Fund can provide transportation to that appointment. I am also grateful to the Ellie Fund since at a time when going to the grocery store can be a very scary experience, especially for a patient who is immunocompromised or in the midst of chemotherapy. The Ellie Fund can provide assistance with meals and provide grocery delivery. Finally, I am grateful to all of you for your willingness to help people out during this very challenging time. Thank you so much for your support.
Hi everyone, I hope you're all enjoying the show. My name's Joe Walsh. I'm the CEO of Direct Federal Credit Union in Needham, Mass. We're right around the corner from both Channel 5 and the Ellie Fund itself, so we're blessed to have some great neighbors in the community. Direct Federal supports the Ellie Fund for one simple reason. We understand how much the services they provide are valued by the families that they work with. The Ellie Fund provides logistical support in the form of meal prep and grocery shopping and transportation when needed, and it really allows the moms and the wives of these families to focus on their health and getting better. And especially in these times, we all understand how important that is. So for all of you who are supporting the Ellie Fund, thank you very much. For the great people who work at the Ellie Fund, keep doing what you're doing. And most importantly, for the family who is served by the Ellie Fund, keep fighting the good fight. We're all in your corner, and you're gonna win.
Hearing personal stories of people impacted by breast cancer and helped by the Ellie Fund is humbling. While each story is unique, they all share some of the same commonalities, like the sense of hope, along with emotional and financial support Ellie Fund provides. During these especially difficult times, Ellie Fund is providing financial and nutritional support, as well as a sense of community to breast cancer patients, many who were living alone. It is inspiring to see Ellie Fund's community full of people that want to help their neighbors who are facing the difficult reality of breast cancer treatment during a pandemic. I support the Ellie Fund because cancer is one of the hardest things someone can ever experience. And the Ellie Fund is there for women because no one should ever have to fight cancer alone. Next, I'd like to introduce you to Ellie Fund's Executive Director, Meredith Mendelson.
I'm so happy that you've joined us for 5 for Ellie. I want to thank our media sponsor, WCVB Channel 5, for giving us this amazing opportunity to share our work with all of you this evening. And for those of you who are watching on Facebook, thank you so much. You're all over the country and it feels like you're right here with us. Please keep sending us messages. We really appreciate it. I'd also like to thank our patients for sharing their personal journeys with breast cancer this evening. We are able to support our patients because of generous donors and supporters just like you. Thank you. During the current pandemic, we expect a surge in applications. The financial burden of breast cancer is higher than any other type of cancer, and it is now worse. More than ever before, the Ellie Fund needs your support. Many of our long-term supporters are businesses that have been really hit hard by the current situation. We hope that when your businesses reopen, all of our supporters will be there to support you in the same way that you've been there for us for so many years. The Ellie Fund is well known for throwing fantastic parties like the Red Carpet Gala and 5 for Ellie. Tonight, it looks a little bit different, but the call to action is the same. We have to raise the money to continue our patient work. We need donations, all sizes. We ask you to give as generously as you can tonight so that we can continue our work and support breast cancer patients and their families while they're being treated for this disease. Please consider making an additional donation tonight. Give as generously as you can. And now, we really want you to hear from our patients who are here to thank you and share their stories about why your support is so important to them, to their families, and to our community.
Thank you to the Ellie Fund for your incredible gift to me that made a time that was difficult in my life less stressful.
I want to say thank you, Ellie Fund. You were a huge help in such a difficult time in my life.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ellie Fund.
Hi, my name is Alyssa Kamali.
And my name is Amaya Kamali.
And we want to thank the Ellie Fund for helping us during my treatment and providing us with support with childcare. So thank you, Ellie Fund.
I wanted to say a big thank you to the Ellie Fund. Your support has meant the world to me. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ellie Fund, for giving us hope.
Thank you for all your support, Ellie Fund.
Thank you guys so much for the gift cards that you gave us, for the food. It was really helpful to us.
Thank you.
Bye.
I just wanted to take a minute to thank you very much for your very generous donation during a very difficult time in my life. I really appreciate it and I'll never forget it. Thanks again.
Thank you, Ellie Fund.
Thank you, Ellie Fund.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and God bless.
Thank you, Ellie Fund.
Thank you.
My family and I wanted to thank the Ellie Fund for being so helpful during my mom's sickness. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for all your help.
Thank you so much for all you do.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you so much for joining us for 5 for Ellie. Tonight was a unique opportunity to hear from the many lives Ellie Fund has touched over its 25 years. A cancer diagnosis turns a person's life upside down emotionally, physically, and financially. And now, with COVID-19 and the changes it brings to our lives, these stressors are doubled for breast cancer patients. Ellie Fund is distinctive in its patient services because it covers non-medical expenses that can quickly add up. The impact of reducing stress, allowing patients to focus on their treatment, health, and happiness cannot be overstated. Your donation will help build a community around breast cancer patients in Massachusetts and bring vital funding to those directly struggling to keep up. Thank you so much for your support of the Ellie Fund. I hope you stay safe and healthy.